What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. If you could, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. I'm noticing that a lot more people are watching my videos as of lately, and I greatly appreciate it. But there's still quite a few of you who aren't subscribed. So, hey, if you're watching this and you aren't, what are you waiting for? Especially if you enjoyed today's discussion. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get started with today's topic. This is not going to be a long video. I wouldn't really call this a short. But this is going to be a video that's going to ruffle a few feathers, and it's going to cause us as a community to take a bit of accountability, myself included. So, today's topic is going to be, you might be the one at fault. Now, oftentimes I talk about many different things on this channel, and one of the things I'm definitely not afraid to talk about is relationship stuff. I had a conversation with one of my brothers the other day. Shout out to PJ, by the way. And we were having a conversation at the hotel. We were talking about relationships and the dynamics of it and whatnot. And I remember, I guess, really complaining about what the dating scene was like. How, people just don't want real anymore and this and that and so on and so forth. And PJ said something to me that really struck a nerve, but when I sat there and thought about it, it was his way of holding me accountable. And I think many of us can relate to this. We've probably told our really close friends this. We've told our family members this. We've even told past significant others this. And here's what he said. Swamp, as far as you dating other people, it's probably your fault that your relationships did not work out. And at first, it struck a nerve because I was like, my fault? What do you mean, my fault? I started listening to all the good things that I've done as a man, all the good things that I've done for the women that I was with or potentially wanted to be with, and so on and so forth. And he said, yeah, you're a great guy. But did you ever think to yourself that you're the one who chose these women? And granted, a lot of people's counter argument to that is, well, I didn't know they were like this. One of the things I've been learning to do personally in my dating life is slowing things down. I used to be so quick to try to rush things with women. When I finally started slowing down things and seeing the forest from the trees, I started noticing a lot more, which is why I'm a lot more confident in my dating life now compared to what I used to be, because now I can identify the red flags early on. And this is what he said to kind of make it relate. He said a lot of times we're so busy rushing things that we don't see what we need to see early on. And as a result, we choose the wrong people. The signs 90% of the time are there in broad daylight. And the 10% of the time that it's not there, you can easily identify it and choose what's best for you. Not what you think is best for you, but what honestly is best for you. And make a decision to exit stage left or stage right out the situation. So when he said that initially, like I said, it struck a nerve because I like to think that I'm not perfect. I've made bad choices. I've made mistakes. I feel like for the most part, though, I've treated the women that I've been with or the potential women that I almost ended up with fairly well. But when he said, it's your fault, I had to sit back and think, what things were my fault? Now, obviously, you have the obvious where there were some situations where I've done some of the women that I've been with in the past wrong. And regardless if they did me wrong first or if I did them wrong first or whatever the case may be, the fact is wrong is wrong. And when I'm in the wrong, I have to take accountability for it, right? And also, even if I did nothing wrong to them, which I can definitely say in, majority of cases I have not, I still chose these individuals. And I chose to remain with most of these individuals even after I saw the writing on the wall. So a lot of times, I bring all this up because a lot of times in the dating culture, we tend to, as men, I'm going to address the men first, we tend to blame women for so much. And I'm going to tell you all the things I've heard from men. Trigger warning for my ladies. Oh, well, women ain't ish. Or specifically, in my case as a black man, I hear a lot of black men or men of color say that black women ain't ish, which I hate that, by the way, just disclaimer. Or they'll say, man, I'm going to date white women as a result. Or, man, black women just bougie and ghetto. Or all women have the ability to, cheat on you. Or women are this or women are that. And then flip sides, I hear a lot of women say men ain't ish. I hear a lot of women say, I'm a boss, B-I-T, you know what? I'm an independent woman. I don't need no man. I'm going to be single for life. Who cares? I don't want a family. I don't want no kids. Now, the kids aspect, we going to eliminate that because there are some people out here that just don't want kids in general. So I ain't nothing to do with that, Just so many negative things about the opposite sex. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have a public service announcement for you. You ready? This might hurt some feelings, but we tell the truth on this channel. It's your fault. Okay? It is your fault that you feel that way. The reason I say that is because we are so quick to say all men this, all women this, a lot of women this, a lot of most women this, whatever the case may be. Do you not realize that you're a lot ain't nothing? You know how many people are in this? There are billions of individuals in this world, billions of men, billions of women. The 100, the 200 men or women that you may have encountered in your lifetime is nothing compared to this worldly population. Just gonna keep it $1.50. Like Dr. Mary McLeod Bethune. Like legit. So this whole a lot, and I get it because I used to be in that mentality. My dog Kenny, shout out to Kenny by the way as well, had to get me out that mentality. Because oftentimes I would say a lot or most women, and he would say, nah, bro, you tripping. It ain't most. It's the ones you encountered. And he is absolutely right. But think about it. The men and women that we've encountered are such a small sample size. And I was just having this conversation with an old friend of mine a couple weeks ago where I had to, kind of check her on it as well. And was like, yo, you can't be saying a lot of men. You're saying that through your experiences, through the people's experiences around you. But that's nothing compared to who you really know. And the problem is when we say a lot or all, we're lumping people into categories. And nobody likes to be categorized in that manner. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, you're so quick to say, or we're so quick to say, since I'm a man myself. And I'm going to address the specific one in a second, because there's one that irks my last nerves that I just addressed earlier. We're so quick to say, women ain't ish. Women don't want this type of guy. Women only want bad boys. Women only want the Pookies, Ray Rays, and Chads. Did you ever think to yourself, maybe women might not want you because there's something that you still need to work on? Did you ever think that you're complaining publicly through social media or in public actually turns women off? Did you ever think that maybe there are some fundamental things that you're missing? Right? Or maybe did you ever think about the fact that a woman wants a leader, mature women it is, of course, they want a leader and you are not equipped to lead. And that is one of the requirements to earn a true feminine woman. You have to know how to lead. You have to be confident in your masculinity. And most important above all that, you got to put God first. And that last part is a message to myself, right? So if you're not meeting the bare minimum of those three right there, you got to be real with yourself. And some of y'all might be like, well, Marcus, I know plenty of men that don't do any of those three. You're right. But I can tell you one thing. They won't be very successful with women in the long run. I can't fully tell you that from personal experience, but I can tell you that from mentors that I know who fit all three of those qualifications, and they've been married for 20, 30, 40 plus years. Ladies, let me address you. A lot of ladies are so quick to say, men ain't ish. I'm an independent woman. I could do bad on myself. I'm a boss blank. I'm going to stop right there, sweetie. Did you ever think that you became this so-called independent woman and carried that title just for the simple fact of how much you were hurt by guys who did you dirty in the past? Which, granted, it's not your fault they hurt you. But just remember, you are responsible for your healing. And that goes for men and women. Or maybe you were taught by a single parent. You don't need men. You just need to be this type of woman. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Hey, y'all don't know about that song. That's Lil Jon, Snap Your Fingers, back, whatever. Anyways, stop blaming all men for the few men that you chose that were garbage towards you, and you still chose these men. And there are some of you who chose these men time and time and time again, and kept going back even when the writing was on the wall that he was going to do you wrong, that he was no good for you. We got to stop, y'all. We got to stop. I had to learn. And now I'm taking full accountability. My bad. It was a little bit of an interruption there. My phone actually went dead. It's funny because I could have ended the video right there. That would have been like the perfect way to end it. But I wanted to say his last point before I hopped off for the day. I think it's time for us to start looking more inward when it comes to everything, even in the dating, realm. Yes, both men and women have been done wrong by men and women. Yes, both men and women have their struggles when it comes to dating. But the second that both sides learn how to take accountability, I believe the easier it will be in the dating realm to truly get a little further along. And then sometimes, truth be told, if you want to get further along in dating, sometimes you just got to level up. And what does leveling up mean? It's different. And it's really different from the dynamics, or for the dynamics of a man and a woman. Pay attention to this. Some people are not going to agree with this, but I've seen this on a personal level, and this is how I know this to be true. Fellas, if you want to step your dating game up, there's a couple of things you got to do. Number one, you should already be working on your purpose regardless. You need to really get in tune with your masculine nature. You need to learn how to lead. And God is the one that can truly show you how to be a true leader. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I mentioned before, women want a man that can lead. Even the most independent boss, quote unquote, type of woman wants a man that can lead her. If she's interested in men, that is. You know what I'm saying? You have to build more confidence. Work on your physique. Right? Just saying. People are attracted to people that look good. All right? You may look handsome at 300 pounds, but imagine what you could look like at 190. 210, 240. I know I kind of went up on the weight, but I'm just saying, if you need to get in the gym, lose some weight, get some muscle, hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? And most importantly, get your finances right. I'm not saying financially you have to have it all together. I know for me, financially, I'm working on quite a few things right now to make sure I'm where I want to be. But a part of you leading and eventually becoming a husband, if that's what you desire, is going to involve finances, you know? And I'm not saying you're going to be the type of man that's going to pay for every single bill. I mean, that's between you and your partner. But just put it out there, you know? Ladies, if you want a better chance at dating, let me tell you what you need to do. Number one, you got a purpose too. You need to focus on that. You need to put God first as well. Ask God to show you how to be a true lady and what that looks like. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. I can't teach a woman how to be a woman. I can only show a man better ways to become a better man. But I know from personal experience, from what women have told me, especially women that are close to me and even to my family, is you got to know how to get in touch with your true feminine self. Mature men are attracted to the most feminine women out there because the most feminine type of women are going to be nurturing. They're going to be caring. They're going to be peaceful to be around. Right? That's what true men, I say true men, mature men, look for. Learn how to, and woo, this is going to get a lot of y'all upset, but it is what it is. Learn how to allow yourself to be led. Okay? I understand we got this whole boss mentality thing of, you know, this and that and so on and so forth. But there's a hierarchy and it's a natural order. And understand that being led doesn't mean that somebody is dominant over you, like they're controlling everything. And I think there are some women out here that think that, and they have the wrong misconception. I'm going to tell you something that my grandmother told me. She said, allowing yourself to be led means that you trust that individual enough that they can take you in the right direction of life, of your walk, whatever that walk looks like. My grandmother used to tell me she would always allow my grandfather to take the lead. And the reason being was because even though my grandfather was an atheist and she was a Christian, outside of the spiritual aspect, she trusted him enough to know that because he could handle his responsibilities and, you know, the things that he could do as a man, that's a man I can trust. So even if I want to go one way, I might have my opinion, I'm going to trust that man's going to do what's best for our household. And I understand some people are going to say, well, Marcus, today's dating age is different and this and that. And yes, you're absolutely right. But the concept is still the same. Because I'm going to get biblical for just a sec for those of you who are believers. And for those who are not, it's cool. No worries. But there's a hierarchy. Man submits to God. Right? Because God is above all, end all. The wife submits to the husband, which in turn the husband submits to God. This is why, fellas, I say if you're not following God, you are not equipped to lead a woman. Because you're not following the individual who will get you where you need to get to. So how can you expect a woman to follow your lead if you're not following the leader? And ladies, how can you expect to get the man that you truly want if you're not willing to learn in time how to be led? Now, I'm not saying submit to somebody that ain't your husband. Nor am I saying just submit to any old body. Because cats out here got the word submission wrong, especially how it's supposed to be used in the rightful context. But just saying. So, overall, I'm sorry, I kind of just went in a little rant. That's what's supposed to be a short ending of wrapping up. But I really hope you guys get the point. There's a lot of things that both men and women have to work on. And I'm pretty sure in my comment section, people are going to be disagreeing. Regardless if they see this video, let me see, it's July 17th. No, it's July 16th, 2022. I'm pretty sure this video is probably not going to be seen by too many people for quite some time because my channel's still growing. But I guarantee you, and I hope this ages well, that in a short period of time, this video is going to get across to a lot of people. A lot of people are going to agree with me. A lot of people are going to disagree with me. The truth is the truth at the end of the day, and that's what I speak on this channel. So, and again, I got to hold myself accountable as a man and do better. Fellas, I hope we're holding ourselves accountable. Ladies, I hope you're holding yourselves accountable. I feel like we can all do that. That will be the starting stone for better romantic relationships. And for the men and women out there that are really just flat out doing people wrong, grow up. Because you have people out here that are trying to do the right thing. But they can't do the right thing. Or they can't, go about certain things the right way because you out there blocking their blessing. And it ain't just men. It ain't just women. Because there are some amazing men out there. There are some amazing women out there. But there are also some devilish men out there and some devilish women out there. And I ain't talking about no demon type stuff. I'm talking about men and women that just don't give a crap about hurting other people. They just want what they want. So, again, this is Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesdays. Here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. It's funny I said this message was going to be short, but this message was relatively long, but I think it was well needed. Again, shout out to my dog PJ. Shout out to my dog Kenny. Shout out to my dogs Sebron, Dez, Lathan. Big ups to my mentor, Dr. Green. My second mentor, Mr. Taylor. Shout out to my mom, my stepmom. These are all individuals who have really helped me see a different perspective in the aspect of dating. Shout out to my exes too. And the reason I say that is because, hey, things, man, I've always ended great with my exes. Well, with all my exes. But I learned quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? I learned quite a bit. And every single person that I've mentioned, and even the people that I did not mention, have taught me and put me one step closer to finding the woman that is truly supposed to be in my life. And most importantly, shout out to God. Anyways, it's a wrap. Love y'all. Hope you guys have a great day. Please share this video with somebody you know. May not be for you, but I can guarantee it's for somebody that might need it. Peace.